Car's good, road's amazing. Join me for a drive. There's nothing to talk about. It's all good. It doesn't get better than this. That is stupid. Hello and welcome back to another Out of Spec Reviews video. Welcome to the south of France and welcome to the awesome Audi RS Q3. It's a bit noisy, it's a bit windy, but that's kind of like this car. This car is shouty. It's Audi's smallest SUV with their most powerful 5-cylinder turbocharged engine and everything turned up to 11. In this video, we're gonna take it for a drive for the first time on some seemingly amazing mountain roads here just outside of Nice. And I can't wait to get in this thing and shred it up this amazing rally circuit. Welcome to the south of France. We are just approaching the mountains known for the rallying that has happened here over the last 50, 60, 70 years. This car is sort of bred from the spirit of rallying, if you will. This is Audi's smallest SUV with a 400 horsepower turbocharged 5-cylinder engine, 350 pound-feet of torque. It's got a dual clutch transmission. It has the Audi RS loud exhaust out the back. Man, does this thing look crazy cool. It's an RS Q3 and we're here driving a whole bunch of Audis, but this is what I will be starting with. Oh, no power trunk in this particular one. That's fine. I have my suitcase all strapped in the back because, yeah, you guys know how I drive. We're going to be pushing this thing to its limits on arguably the roads it's most designed for. You know, hot hatches are awesome and really cool, but in reality, most people want this SUV styling and look. I would argue this is almost the same size as almost any hot hatch. It just looks so cool, especially in this bright green color with the Audi black pack here on the badges. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. So what do you say we start it up, waste no time, get to know this car a little bit, and take it for a drive? Inside, yeah, it's got, of course, the Audi interior you would expect. Now, the Q3 can come all the way from a little tiny, everyday version like what my sister drives, all the way up to the really spicy RS version that we're in here. So you can see it's got the pebbled steering wheel. It has the RS gauges. We have a red start-stop button. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Let's select RS mode. So awesome Audi MMI system, same as every other Audi that we've reviewed on this channel. Drive mode, I have RS2 configured to be the sporty, spicy sound. Let's give it a couple revs, shall we? Just listen to it. That's awesome. Gotta love a 5-cylinder. We're definitely gonna be taking it up into the hills and shredding it. So we have our RS monitor, so we know everything's up to temperature, which is good. And yeah, we'll be able to monitor basically all of the temps. This is what I love about Audi RS cars. They always give you all the details. You'll have your percentage of power, your maximum boost, your coolant temp, or maybe that's oil temp, just everything you need to know right here. Guys, this is just insane. I've just taken a flight from Munich, Germany here to Nice, France. And wow, I love it here. This is not my first time in the south of France, but it is my first time in the south of France in a really cool car. And no question, the RS Q3 is one of those interesting ones. It's kind of like, you know, on one hand, why would you make a small, everyday, college girls car, this is what I think of because my sister has one, car like have 400 horsepower and a turbocharged 5-cylinder engine. But then on the other hand, it's like, why wouldn't you have that and then paint it? It's got a special color. We're going slow enough, I can look. Kylami green? Kylami green. I don't know. They should just call it Audi RS Racing Green. We have British Racing Green. Now we have Audi RS Green. Wow, we have everything in like crazy RS mode from the quick rev. I'm going to go into comfort mode. Let's test this car. So I've driven the normal Q3, and I have to say, compared to the previous generation, this current generation, which just went through a major upgrade about one model year ago, is worlds apart. I mean, this car is so much better off than the previous one. It really is, you know, just a nice car. It feels like a quality Audi now, with good materials, great infotainment, really good driver assistance. And then here you have the RS. So it's the 400 horsepower inline 5-cylinder engine, sort of taking that typical Audi rally car style engine, pairing it with a Quattro all-wheel drive system. We're going to test to see if it feels front biased or rear biased and all these things when we drive it on the roads up in these hills. I'm so excited. But with that, I have to say, driving it around comfortably like this in town, it's quiet, it's refined, it's smooth. I thought this car was really going to beat me up on the bumps. Nope. I actually took it on a quick motorway cruise to get out of the airport traffic, and that was only maybe 5-6 kilometers ago before we got out onto these back roads, and well, that was pretty good. So then I have some hotkeys here on the steering wheel. Of course, I have a drive selection button here in the center display. This will let me go from efficiency, comfort, auto, and dynamic. And then you can pre-program your own settings for RS1 and RS2. And these RS buttons can be cycled here on the steering wheel.
300 meters, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Thank you very much. We're going to have to listen to her because I genuinely don't know where I'm going, and we're on a bit of a time crunch, so I'm sorry for this. But I wanted to take you for my first drive in the RS Q3. All right, let's not mess around anymore. Let's go into full spicy mode, shall we? Second exit, that's this one. So we're going to select RS2. Let's see, RS1, RS2. Now we're in it. Oh, instantly it drops the revs. Noise is louder. We have the Audi RS performance exhaust. I'm going to put the shifter over into manual mode, which is so funny. It's just the normal Audi shifter. It doesn't feel special at all. The problem with the shifter, though, is it's the wrong direction. So you pull back to downshift and you push forward to upshift, which is not, in my opinion, how a performance car should be. This should be push forward to downshift under braking and pull back to upshift. And this is something Audi's just always gotten wrong, and I'll complain about it, but it will never make any difference whatsoever. So things are flying around. Already just driving it sort of very gently on these mountain roads, you get the sense that there's something special going on here. Blip the downshift, listen. Oh, it's cool. Oh, there's something spicy going on here in this car. It's nimble. Yeah, wow, pretty nimble, but softer than I was expecting. This car is not firm, so I'm trying to think. I recently drove a Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, which has 100 more horsepower. It's a bigger car, whole nother class of vehicle. I really disliked the ride quality on that car because it was so unbelievably rough. You could never daily drive it. I don't know how people do. This is compliant, and you get all of this great Audi stuff in there. So let's just turn traction control off, ESC switched off. Let's turn down the volume here. And now, are we out of the town and on good roads? It would appear that that is the case. Downshift, go for it. Ooh, big power up top. Again, 400 PS. So what, that 395 horsepower? Oh, it's the right size. Oh, this is good. The noise. Look, you guys know I love electric cars. I really am a big fan, and part of this trip I'm going to be driving some electric cars, e-tron S, Q4 e-tron, but can you beat the sound of this engine just singing along? Wow, up top it makes power. That's pretty impressive. And the responsiveness is great. Interestingly, over the years of the 5-cylinder engine in Audi's lineup, obviously it powered a lot of the rally cars of past, driving on some of these very roads. Look at this, switch back into first. Let's full power out. Little front wheel driving. Oh, it explodes out of the corner. What a road! So Audis, of course, in the past were powered by 5-cylinder engines. This is how they became so successful in rally. They were able to make more power by adding a 5th cylinder. This also created this unique engine sound and character that everyone just loves. Look at this. Wow, the upshifts just rip. That's the benefit of the dual clutch. Power out. So very still front bias, no hint of oversteer. I got stuff flying around in the back. Now we're caught up in traffic. So yeah, more power, all-wheel drive, 1 rallies, everyone knows that. Then they came out with 4 cylinders and the 5 cylinders died. For the US market, Volkswagen wanted the Jetta to have 5 cylinders. I don't know why, but they did. It was going to be built in Mexico, so Audi like worked on this project and then said, hey, why don't we turbocharge this and put it in some spicy cars. Stop talking! And that's what they did. And so that started the 5-cylinder revolution, and now we're on basically its 3rd or 4th big iteration of this engine, and wow, is it a gem. It's now an aluminum engine. Stop talking! Whoa, what a road, and the perfect car for this. Look, you have a really good ride height, but in the cabin I can sit nice and low. Plenty of headroom, of course. I don't know if you can get a sunroof in the RS Q3 e-tron. e-tron, what am I saying? The RS Q3. I also don't know if this car is coming to the US. No one knew here because I'm the only American at this event. It's a European event, so no one knew much about the American stuff, but that's okay. I can find out and I will let you know. I hope it comes to the US because this is silly. We get this same engine in the RS3 sedan, of course, and what a gem of an engine this is. The all-wheel drive system seems pretty good, pretty well calibrated. I haven't really had a chance to really throw it around, so we'll drive it a little bit harder once traffic clears in a bit. And overall, I love the size of this. I love the high quality materials, the nice fine grained leathers, but in the small car. That's a really unique thing you get with the RS Q3. Brake pedal feels great. What a car, what a place. I'm like half asleep, so I've been traveling so much. This kind of feels a little bit like a dream world, and I guess it is. Oh, the gurgles on the downshift. It goes. Should we roll down some windows and just be a little bit silly in our bright green Audi and rev it a bit? Yeah, that's... Welcome to France. The American is here in the bright green Audi. Here, let's just... Nothing to see here. Just soak in the sounds. I'm improving the quality of French life, which honestly doesn't seem like it gets much better than where I am. Look at the roads around here. Look at the beauty. Let's go drive this in a little bit more anger. But so far, I'm loving the RS Q3. What is this little thing? It's an Aixam Twin A540. Never heard of this. It's tiny. That's cool. That would make a great daily driver. Welcome to the Col de Turin. I know I'm butchering the name. Tunnel. Oh, yes. A very famous mountain pass here. Up to 9% grades. Ah, the kid liked it. Someone on their way home from school was like, RS Q3, baby. Across the bridge, there's a warning sign that says something in a language I don't speak. So, we're going to pretend that wasn't there. Whoa, big grip. Steering is not nearly as quick as I would have liked it to be. In a car like this, I kind of wish it had a little bit more bite on center and a little bit more road feedback. It's a bit just numb and wallowy, but that's kind of what happens when you take a Q3, a sort of basic car, and then go up to spice it up. The Col de Turini. I know I'm saying that so wrong. Amazing, these little villages up here in the mountains. We're at about 600 meters. Sounds like we have another 1,000 to go. And it's just a straight climb, because imagine we're starting at sea level and then rocketing our way up here. The roads are rough, but the RS Q3 is compliant, more so than I thought. The car is green. What could be better? Lots of power. It's got that. It's the right sized car, the right powered car for the roads. Oh, and it just revs and revs and revs and revs. Big turn. Oh, a little rear rotation there, folks. You can see skid marks everywhere from people shredding. We just need to be conscious of oncoming drivers. Once we can see, then we can go powered. Standing on the brake pedal, into first gear, chucking it in, big power. Whoa! This is what this car is built for. Just absolutely shredding. Look at this torque, 2,800 RPM. It boosted and pulled us right out. Oh, the noise of the boost. It's such a visceral experience, truly is, for having a small kind of compact SUV to be this spicy. This is like the extra red chili pepper sprinkled on a pretty boring dish. You're like, whoa. Nice. Let's just go for a drive. I don't even want to talk. Car's good, road's amazing. Join me for a drive. There's nothing to talk about. It's all good. It doesn't get better than this. That is stupid. What is life? First gear, give it to me. Thank you. Full lock, big power. So even at full lock, it didn't understeer. It's just so neutral, digs and goes. Oh, great ABS feedback through the brake pedal. Look, I'm not saying it's like a sports car, like a TTRS or an R8 or, you know, something like this. Even the pop-pops out the exhaust would be obviously way faster than this. But look at the views! We're in the mountains! Smokes. You do have to be careful with this car though, because you know I've been driving so many electric cars in Europe for this series, and like no one hears you coming, so you can go as fast as you want and you're total stealth mode. This with the RS exhaust screaming away, I'm sure we're pissing off some people who live around here, like, sorry, but where else am I going to be able to experience something this crazy? The road, the car, it's like they were made for each other. And I almost prefer this to a TTRS because you can like put people and things in it. Oh, crazy. The scenery though is gorgeous. I have to find a good photo spot for a thumbnail. Just insane. Love this mid-range, this 4,000 RPM, nice shove. This thing has a pretty much a flat torque curve from like 25 to 5,500, something like this. So it doesn't really matter. It just and the temperatures are fine, and like we're rocking this thing up this hill. I'm not being easy on this car, and we have air conditioning on. Whoa. It's like not crazy fast. It's just like enough to have fun. A giggle machine. Oh, look at this dude shredding on his bike. Absolutely motoring. That was awesome. What a place. It's so dangerous because you could just run into someone head on like this. It's so tight. Okay, good. Back to full power. Insane in the membrane. The road is crazy. I love how it manages wheel spin. I have ESC fully off, but it just sends the power somewhere else, and we're back to rocking. anyone coming? This is so tight. It's unbelievable. Sometimes these tight roads are really fun, and I know someone's coming in our direction, so I'm going to take it easy here because they might just fly around this corner. And I don't see them. I thought they were just there. Oh yeah, there they are. And you kind of have to like keep looking up ahead. Man, oh man, what a place. Always wanted to drive this road, and here we are driving it. Title of the video: Kyle drives a road he's always wanted to drive, and then we complete the road he's always wanted to drive. The end. Well, I think that was just an amazing drive on an amazing mountain pass. Thank you for joining me on that very special drive heading towards Torini. Some of the most amazing mountain roads, rally roads in the world. Tire chains needed. I'm gonna get a cool picture of the car here. Thanks for watching another Out of Spec Reviews video. This one was a bucket list one. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.